Okay, welcome back to Bridget's Universe of Tie-Dye Magic. What I'm going to try and show you now is how I actually tie one of these circles. I'm trying to get so you can actually see. So you can see that the blanket's folded in half. Okay, we've got the two and we've drawn circles. So now what I want to do is fold this circle like these two here. So all I do is start on the edge. I know it's a bit hard to see, but there's a red line there. And I'm just going to fan fold around that line. I'm just going to gather it. With these big blankets, they actually normally will just gather naturally where you can pick them up and just run around the circle. They're normally quite simple to bring up and tie. You've just got to remember to keep that line straight. What you want to see is the line at the end is all straight in one line together. So as I go around, I just move my blanket to where I need it. What you're going to find is the ones that you've already tied sometimes get in the way. So when you've tied enough, these will actually be able to flip over. So you sort of want to get about halfway into your circle, swap your hand over, and just flip these ones out of your way, because it actually makes it really hard to get around the rest of the circle. So excuse my back, it gets a little bit hard to tie. So we'll flip it around now because you're halfway. So just naturally make your line come up. You can see as you push your blanket, you'll naturally get where the blanket wants to fold. Because it's a thick cotton, it's actually quite simple to get those lines. Now I know you probably, or you might be able to just see my end of my red line is here. So all I'm doing is turning this around so that I can actually get that last red piece up into that line. So now I have a complete straight line across. Yeah, okay. So from there, you get your twine. Now my twine, I don't leave on the roll, because what happens is as you're pulling the twine, it actually ruins the rest I find on the roll. So I transfer mine to just a piece of wood that my husband brought home from his cabinet making place. And I just wrap it around there, and that's what I use. So twine onto your start line, holding it tight, putting the twine around to the other side, wrapping it at least twice. Now with these, if you're just doing a shirt or a tapestry in a sheet, you will only need to wrap twice and pull. With a thick cotton blanket like this with so much gathering, you actually are going to need to go around 3 and pull as hard as you can. I can already feel that slipping and it's just grabbing at the end. So then you go around again, 1, 2, and 3. Pull again as hard as you can. Do it again, 2 and 3. Do it again. Pull again, and there you go, broke. That means I've actually pulled hard enough. And to be honest, sometimes if you haven't broken a string when you're pulling, you're probably not pulling your pieces tight enough to get your white line, because that's what this is going to do. So what we're going to get is when we put the colour all on these, where I've tied that sinew as tight as I can, that's where we should get a nice white line to distinguish between the circles and the actual body of the piece. So there you go, that's how I tie a circle. Now I will continue to do that all the way down, and then we will do the colour and the ice. So there you go people, that's the start of my chakra blanket.